Okay, this is box 3. It's kind of crunched. And that's how far I took posters from wherever the top was to about down to there. So I still have a ways to go, obviously, but I have a big stack of posters. Doesn't look like much, but wait till you actually see it. I'm going to start going through these. I wasn't going to start another box, but why not? Anyway, this is the Fantastic Bond sale. This is the re-release of Thunderball and From Russia with Love. James Bond. Yay. Double feature. And then another Octopussy. I told you Octopussy and what's the other one? The one that takes place in Greece. That one I have numerous copies of because I kept trying to get, for your eyes only, kept trying to get a decent copy. And this one actually looks pretty decent. Might be the one I'm going to replace the other one with. And this is, there was a, in the disaster era, Irwin Allen made a couple of back-to-back TV movies. One was Fire, the other was Flood. I'd been looking for I'd seen the Fire one sheet for overseas audiences. They had to pay to see these crappy movies. But I'd seen an overseas one sheet. I can't talk, I'm so sorry. Oh, I gotta get better soon. I had seen a one sheet for Fire, but I'd never seen one for Flood. And so I had years and years and years of looking. I finally found one. This is from Lebanon. Doesn't look like quite like what I imagined, but okay, here it is. Flood. And again, I can't believe people had to actually pay to go see that tripe. Oh my gosh. This, I have no idea why I would have this. It must have been a freebie or something. That's all I can think of, or part of a lot. Heroes? Really? It's not even in good condition. And then this is actually in stunning condition. I was like, wow, when I unpacked it. This is Live and Let Die. I might have to replace the one I have framed with this one. This is such nice condition. Wow. And it's an Eastern Hemisphere. So there's no ratings box. Oh, I just love the artwork on that. Wow. Is this even focused? Very super nice. And then we have Tarzan's Jungle Rebellion. This is a Ron Ely movie taken from the TV series. Just a 2-part episode they put together and edited it as a movie. Again, I wouldn't have gone, but I got it because I like my Tarzan. Although Ron Ely was not my favorite Tarzan by a long shot. Van Nuys Boulevard. Classic drive-in flick from the 70s. And then here is Stanley, a killer snake movie. And they actually kill the snake. They really kill the snake at the end of the movie, which is like shocking to me, and I guess to a lot of people who saw it. It's kind of an okay movie, though. It's different. It's weird. Anyway, this poster and a couple others that are scattered throughout. I don't understand it because they're in my thread. I've posted them since I started the thread, but they're like in the middle of these boxes of stuff that I haven't seen for years. So I don't know how they got in there, but maybe I was going through boxes or something at one point. I don't know. I have no idea why I have this. I would never, ever, ever buy this. The Evil That Men Did. Charles Bronson? I'm not a Charles Bronson fan at all, except for things like, the White Buffalo or something, but I would not have bought this. It must have been another freebie. And then I have American Gigolo. And then I don't know, this must have came with it. It's I think it's a Australian day bill for American Gigolo. It's kind of rough. Again, something I've never heard of, something I would never buy. Defiance, I'm guessing another freebie. The hell is that? And then another copy of Metal Storm: The Destruction of Jaredson 80s 3D sci-fi crap. And that is followed by another copy of Treasure of the Four Crowns in 3D. And Ari, again, love the 3D in it. I saw it twice in the theater, but I still only count 3 crowns. Every time I watch this movie, I count 3 crowns, not 4. Where is that 4th crown? Do you have it? And then another copy of Amityville 3D. Golly. And this is Damon and Pythias. Damon and Pythias. It's kind of like one of my Hercules movies. It's not Hercules, but the Peplin movies, the Sword and Sandals movies, except this one's kind of boring, but I came across the poster, and they're so available so far and few between. I just decided to get it. I have a lot of crappy ones in here today. A lot of good ones, too, but The Warrior Empress with Kerwin Matthews and Tina Louise, pre-Gilligan's Island. One of my Sword and Sandal flicks. I never saw this one, though. And here's another one of the Sword and Sandal flicks, Rivik the Revel, with Jack Palance. I don't know this movie at all, but I got the poster. And the Vikings, there was a whole bunch of Vikings kind of piggybacking on the Hercules type movies. So I got a couple of Viking posters. The Last of the Vikings with Cameron Mitchell. And here's another Viking movie, Eric the Conqueror. And this stars the Kessler sisters, Alice and Ellen Kessler. They were they were identical twins who were like a popular singing duo in the 50s. I know who they are, never mind. You don't need to know who they were. I'm a dork. Okay, so Marco Polo. I'm guessing this kind of also piggybacked on the whole Sword and Sandal thing, and that's why I got it, unless it was a freebie or something, because I don't know why I have this now. I don't even remember buying it. This is another thing. Why do I have this? This is not something I would have. This must have been a freebie. In Praise of Older Women. And then we have Dragon Slayer. And then For Your Eyes Only, what a surprise. There we go. This is a decent copy. I could use that copy if I didn't find one already. I don't know. This is another one that I know I posted on my page, but it's in the middle of all these other things I hadn't posted. This is Tarzan's Desert Mystery. It's actually a re-release. I remember someone making a comment on this picture. It looked like Tarzan was in the bushes going to the bathroom, which totally it does look like that. This is... Actually, it says 1949, but it's a re-release. I don't know if this is 49 or what, but I don't know. It has, this is one of the Saul Lesser ones. This is one of the latter 6 Tarzan movies, not one of the better ones. Oh well. Oops, what am I doing? And this is some kiddie matinee crap. The Magic Fountain. Here's another one of my Hercules flicks, and this is actually a Hercules flick. Hercules, Samson, and Ulysses. This poster is kind of not the best shape. It's kind of faded, and it's got some issues, but whatever. I think I have another copy. I have no idea what this is. Gangbusters? What? The Factual Story of Public Enemy number 4. I guess they couldn't afford to do the story of Public Enemies 1, 2, or 3. Whatever. I don't know what this is. And then I have a Betty Davis poster, Storm Center. I don't know. Never heard of it. And then I have another copy of Buck Rogers. Ah! Don't need another copy of Buck Rogers. Oh, I love this poster. This is a cool little poster for a boring horror movie. Parts the Clonus Horror. I've always loved this poster. And then another copy of American Gigolo. I don't know what was up with that. And then something called Mad at the World. This is another one that I know I posted on my page at one point. I think I did. But why it's in the middle of a... Well, not the middle, but it's in a box that has other stuff in it that I didn't post. I don't know how that happened. Something else called Intimacy, which I also think I might have posted on my page at one point. I have no idea what this movie is, though. The most shocking plot, almost too daring to tell. Don't tell anyone about the terrifying ending. And then we have Samson and Delilah. Cecil B. DeMille's production of this. I believe this is a re-release. Yes, a re-release from '68. Cashing in on the Hercules movies, or the Peplum movies, Sword and Sandal movies of the era. And then Dracula versus Frankenstein. Yeah, baby. Monster Mash Showdown. Woohoo. Crappy movie, but wow. Wow, wow, wow. The most shocking horror show of the year. And then, this is something else I would not have purchased. I don't know why it's here, why I have it. The Driver, looking at it now, like, I think the art's kind of nice, but I didn't buy this, and it's got a stain here, and there's a red sticker on it. It must have been a freebie. And then E.T., the more boring style. Oh well. At least I got an E.T. And then Tarzan again. Tarzan and the Great River. This is with Mike Henry. One of my second favorite Tarzan. But this movie is not my favorite. I like the other one better. What is it? Valley of Gold or something like that. Tarzan and the... Yeah, something, I don't know. This woman here with Tarzan is Diana Malay, and if you don't know who she is, no big deal, but she was on the original Dark Shadows TV series. She was the Phoenix before Barnabas came on the show. Little trivia there. Not that you care, but whatever. Then we have Tarzan Goes to India. Very boring poster. Jock Mahoney, my least favorite Tarzan. He was in a couple of them. And then this one is another one I know, as I posted on my page, The Fiction Makers. It's from the Saint TV series, and it has Roger Moore, and someone said he looked very constipated, and I totally agree with him. And then, oh yes, High School Honor Student by day, Hollywood Hooker by night, Angel. I never saw this movie. I always kind of wanted to, but I have a feeling if I see it, the image of what I have in my mind that the movie would be like would be totally destroyed and ruined. But, wow. I've always wanted to see it. It just sounds so cheesy, bad, exploity. Okay, and then we have another copy of Passion Plantation. I know I've gotten one since then and posted this on my page, but Passion Plantation. I don't know why. And then I have Don't Go in the Woods. This is a crappy horror movie, slasher movie from the 80s. I did see it in the theater. Not that that's anything to write home about, believe me. But the best thing about seeing this movie in the theater was that it was playing with The Hills Have Eyes, the original version, so I got to see that one at least. And yellow. Who uses yellow for a horror movie poster? Lots of yellow. I don't know. And then I have this funky, what is this? Warriors in the Lost World. You see? It's smaller size than a regular poster, but I have it. And then, yes, one of the Blood Island posters. This is Beast of Blood with Curse of the Vampires, but I just love this image. Wow, the zombie tearing his head off. Awesomeness. Rated GP. I'm so glad they called it PG, because GP just doesn't sound right. And then this will be a big fave of Steve's, I'm sure. 2069, A Sex Odyssey. Wow. And I just mentioned it a few minutes ago, I have The Hills Have Eyes, the original Hills Have Eyes. And then this dumb, I don't know why I have this. This is something else I would never buy. Why would I buy this? Why do I have it? This is They Call Me Bruce, a comedy about this guy. I don't know. You can just look it up if you want to. Who cares? I don't know why I have it. And then this movie, I remember when this came out when I was a kid, I wanted to see it so bad. It looked so cool. I never saw the movie. It probably would not be interesting to me at all, but the commercial for it was cool, and the poster was kind of cool. So, yay, there it is. 1976. And we have The Villain, Kirk Douglas, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Paul Lynde, amongst other people. Never saw it. Always kind of wanted to. I liked Paul Lynde. I thought he was funny. Lucky Lady, by art by Amsel. It's kind of a bore. I saw this as a kid, and I remembered liking it, and I watched it later on as an adult and snore. Okay, also I'm going to have, not in this so much yet, but in my boxes I'm going to have a lot of the Farrah movies. Sunburn, Somebody Killed Her Husband, Saturn 3, what else was she? I guess that's pretty much it. Anyway, here is Sunburn, and I did see all the Farrah movies in the theater. They were all crappy, I'm sorry to say, but whatever, I did go. Oh, and then we have, oh my gosh, another Lucky Lady. Well, the artwork is nice at least, but oh well. Okay, and then I have another The Seduction. I told you this is like one of the, I find this movie like really awfully bad in a wonderful way. I think this was Morgan Fairchild's bid to be a serious Hollywood actress, and it kind of turned out to be this exploitive mess that I think is hilarious, campy. And then we have Woody Allen, his Sleeper poster. Fun. And then, ooh, Jack the Ripper. Yay, with Klaus Kinski. See, I think I might have posted this poster too, or maybe I got another one. I didn't know I had this one. I don't know. And then I have a German Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel. He's naked, except they've airbrushed out his junk, thank God. I don't want to look at that. I don't know why I have that. And then I have The Crippled Masters. This is some weird legless and armless, I don't know if you can see that, judo guys. There was actually 3 of these movies. This is the first one, obviously. Then there's Crippled Masters 2 and 3. Weird. Totally Grindhouse. Oh, okay. We saw Fire. We saw Flood a little bit ago. This is the One Sheet for Fire, the International One Sheet for Fire. I thought it was super cool. I love my disaster movies. So, but you know, this is a crappy movie. I don't recommend the movie. I just like the poster. And then this is 0 Hour. If you have never seen 0 Hour and you watch it, it's very similar to the plot of Airplane, the comedy that was a spoofing of the Airport series. They're spoofing the Airport series, but the plot is totally from 0 Hour, where you know, if you had one type of food was poisoning and making people sick, and the other one wasn't. Blah blah blah. Then they had to have someone fly the plane, and it wasn't normally flying the plane, and blah, blah, blah. And then the Three Worlds of Gulliver. I don't know why I have this. Ooh, this is a good poster. I love this poster. I have a couple of copies of this as well. House of Whipcord. Wow, what a poster. What a poster. And I'm going to have a little spoiler here. The woman you think is the star of the movie, she gets killed like halfway through it. And you're like, no way. And then I have, it's Frankie and Annette and Fabian, but it's not a beach movie. It's a car racing movie, Fireball 500. And then, I think this is my favorite poster of this lot. I think this is the last poster, too. This is the Orgy of the Living Dead triple feature, triple avalanche of grisly horror. Ooh, I just love this poster. I'm so glad I have this poster. I'm still excited I have this poster. This might be framed pretty soon. Revenge of the Living Dead, Curse of the Living Dead, and Fangs of the Living Dead. Ooh, just look at that. And, wow. And that's it for this time. Bye.